Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. It's the final broadcast of the season for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup and the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Trackside, anyway, at least. So don't worry, there's still plenty more to come throughout the rest of the year. But it's almost time for the very final race of the season for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. We've come back to the same place, actually, where we watched race one from, because it's such a good place to be. We've got the start-finish line here. First corner, Rich is here. Then we've got the infield as well. We've got Palmer, Oggies. You can see down close to Agostini as well. You can see an awful lot from here, so it's a very good place to be indeed. Now, the race ahead has just finished. As soon as we get the green flag, the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup cars will come out onto the track for the final time this season. We do have the classified results from race one for you to pop onto the screen. They'll go up there now, and of course, as we saw, Mike Williams getting the job done. But it was a very eventful race, wasn't it? Richard Buckley and Matt Simpson going toe to toe. Slightly different in this race as well, because Morgan Short is going to start down the order in 9th or 10th for this race. He's got a lot of work to do to catch up to Mike Williams in race two. But that's how things finished in race one a little bit earlier. Let's just pop that down. Let's bring the camera over to the centre straight here at Snetterton, because as soon as we get the green flags, the cars will be coming on to the track. Race two almost underway. It's very, very exciting indeed. So what's going to happen in race two? Remember, get those comments in. We can see them below. If you've got a friend or family member racing, comment below, show a message of support. Tell us where you're watching from as well. That's been the theme really today. Just get the comments in. Tell us where you're watching from. Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you out with a family? What are you doing? Have you been watching the Formula 1? I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm hearing there's been some big drama. So the Equip Libre race has now finished. 2 races left. We're going to do both of them for you. Of course, the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup up first, and then we'll have the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup straight after. We're going to stay live for both, so don't go anywhere. Stay right here. This is the best place to watch live motorsport from with us, My Supercar. You can also watch it all on our YouTube channel as well at Live Sport Now. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Just click it, hit subscribe. You can watch all of our live motorsport in 2021. We've still got a lot to bring you this year as well, and into next year too. So make sure you hit subscribe. See exclusive content. Now, no doubt, at the end of the year, we'll do our Big Fat Motorsport Quiz of the Year. We did it last year, and we'll probably do it again this year. Because, well, we can, and it was a good laugh. So get your questions in for that one too. You can take part in that at home. That'll be over Christmas time. Well, there we go, I've said it, Christmas. So your grid for race two looks a little bit like this. It is Mike Williams on pole position. He's got Matthew Simpson alongside him, Richard Buckley in third, Ian Dowler in fourth, Ian Bolton in fifth, Dan Jones in sixth, Kevin Burke in seventh, Peter Birchall in eighth, Carl Robinson in ninth, Morgan Short in 10th, Aaron Ross in 11th, Stephen Hiley in 12th, and Stephen Bryant in 13th, and Steve Tyler in 14th. Yes, you did hear me right. From 12th to 14th, we have a Stephen, and a Steve. But Stephen Hiley is spelt PH, Stephen Bryan is EVEN, and Steve is obviously Steve, STEVE. There you go. That's not confusing at all in any way, is it? So just make sure the track is clear. Big thank you to the marshals, of course. We are running a little bit ahead of schedule as well. This race wasn't due to get underway until 4:20, so we are a good sort of 15 minutes ahead of schedule, which means we can hit the motorway 15 minutes earlier. It is Sunday afternoon. Now I believe I can hear cars moving, so is the safety car about to pop into the screen very shortly? It's very calm right now, isn't it? Final 2 races of the season here for the MG Cup and the Metro Cup. What a season it's been for both. It really has. We've seen thrills, we've seen spills, we've seen excitement, we've seen drama. And there's one last dance left for both. So who's it going to be this time? Is Mike Williams going to get away? What can Simpson and Buckley do? Can they get back? What about Morgan Short? He lines up 10th. Where can he get through in this race? We know he's quick. We know he's got the pace. There's a lot of confusion in qualifying earlier. He was actually on pole in race 1. And he had a couple of laps scrubbed off for track limits in qualifying, but wasn't really aware of it. Not through their fault. I think there was an issue with TSL. We were having that same issue as well. So here we are, just waiting for the calm before the storm. Look, it's silent right now. And if you've ever been to a racetrack, it's been completely silent. That's how it is right now. Even the spectators, barely anyone's making a sound here. You're looking down the centre straight here at the Snetterton. We're on the 300 circuit, the longer one, with the infield section. So don't go anywhere, stick with it. It's almost time for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup Race 2. Oh, it's going to be exciting. And this is only building that anticipation, isn't it? It really is. We had big drama in race 1. In fact, in race 1, Morgan Short trying to go around the outside of Matthew Simpson, put a couple of wheels on the dirt around the corner curve and ended up going for a little spin. Recovered very well though. That's what I mean. We know he's a very quick driver indeed. So who's it going to be? Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed our coverage over the last couple of days, as well as the MG Car Club and throughout the season as well. It's been a real treat. It certainly has. It's just grown and grown and grown, and we've had thousands upon thousands of you tuning in this season. So we're still waiting. We're just trying to work out. Even the circuit comms has gone quiet. That's why it's so quiet. Maybe they've gone for a comfort break. Nipped to the cafe to get a coffee and a rich tea. Other biscuits are available. Jaffa cake, here's a question for you. We had Jaffa cakes in the MG Car Club yesterday. Is it a cake or is it a biscuit? That's your question. Jaffa cakes. Cake or biscuit? Comment below, because I really don't know. Personally, I think it's a cake, but you know, I'm happy to be proven wrong. So yeah, we are still just waiting to see what's going on. There was no red flag or anything in the Equipped Libra race, so we're just wondering if we're just trying to get people together in the right place at the right time. Just ticked over 4 o'clock now, haven't we, this afternoon here at Snetterton. And there's a good selection of crowd here today, isn't there, all throughout the weekend. It's nice to see people back. You're having a good laugh just up there. Let's show everybody the crowd, shall we? Let's show everybody the crowd. So recovery truck is just whizzing past me there. I just wonder if maybe there is a car stuck out on the track. In fact, I think there are some flashing lights actually up the other side up by Wilson, so that might be why there's a bit of a delay. So just stick with us, bear with us. So I think that might be the reason why. Yes, there's just a car to recover very quickly. I think they've just maybe had to get a bigger flatbed. It looks like it is, isn't it? They've had to get a bigger recovery truck. So that's why there's a delay. Thanks for sticking with us, by the way. It won't be too long before the action gets underway. In fact, whilst we're here, we can play you a little video actually of our time with what our season's been looking like, and certainly last year with the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. It's been quite a year. We've been here throughout the campaign. We actually put this video together at the start of the year, and it's been some year. It was going to be some year, and it has been some year with the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup and my supercar. Elaine, roll VT. There you go. That's been time with the Metro Cup so far this season. It's been a wonderful year. It really has. It's not finished yet either. And as you can see, one of the cars just been recovered. They're going to come right past us, I think, actually. And then we should get the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup underway. Now, last night, there was a bit of a party going on in the paddock. It's the season finale party, and it was a co-party with the Metro Cup and the MG Cup as well. We had a cracking time. A big thank you to Mike Williams, Matt Simpson, Peter Birchall, Emma Cross, everybody for Kim James as well, everybody for organising it all. And we played a little game last night. We had a bit of fun with it, and it was Metro Cup versus MG Cup. The game was quite simple. 5 drivers from each, or 5 representatives from each championship, and it's blowing up a balloon competition. You've got to do the last person not to pop their balloon by blowing it up loses. We've got a little video to show you now of what went down last night in the Snetterton paddock. Roll VT.
Oh, look at this in the side. I've been thankful for this in a minute. Look at Robbie Kennan, he's got some lumps on him, hasn't he? He's going for it.
Oh my God!
Right, Williams has got it. Keep going, Robbie.
Sit down!
He's going to be there.
Oh! Fucking ah! Ah! Drink! 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 Drink!
There we go, we're back now. There you go, that was some of the shenanigans that went on last night. It was an awful lot of fun. I can reveal as well, it was best of 3. And the Metro Cup ended up winning. Mike Williams went toe-to-toe with Robbie Kennan in the final, and Mike Williams just pipped him to the post. So congratulations to the MG Cup. They are the best team in the Snetterton paddock at Bursting Balloons. There you go. So here they come now, they're finally out on track, the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup Race 2. Mike Williams leading them around. There is Matt Simpson, there's Richard Buckley, Ian Dowler coming through, there's Ian Bolton, there's Dan Jones, there's Peter Birchall, there's Robinson, there's Morgan Short, there's Aaron Ross picking up the Class A win earlier today, there's Steve Hiley, there's Brian there, and that's Tyler, isn't it? So we had Yago Keane out earlier, we've got Tyler now in this one. With that video, apologies if anybody did hear any language there. I didn't think there was any, but obviously there was. So apologies about that. So the car's just making their way around now. They're going to head down to the Brundle Nelson and around the bomb hole. And the head round Corham, the long sweeping right-hander into Murray's, the final corner here at Snetterton. On the 300 circuit, they'll line up. It'll be time for lights out. So who's going to get the job done? Do we think it's going to be Mike Williams to make it a pair of wins here and round out the season in style? What about Morgan Shaw's 10th? Can he come through and battle through? So they're just coming up the centre straight now. They're going to line up. As we said, it is Mike Williams on the pole position. He's got Matthew Simpson alongside him. Richard Buckley in there too. Ian Dowler's up there. Of course, Ian Dowler went off actually in race one, didn't he? Lost his back bumper, but managed to get back up to third place in Class B. So Class A, we've got Stephen Hiley, we've got Aaron Ross, Steve Bryant. I think we've got Tyler in this one as well. So there they are. They're just lining up now. Marshall just getting everybody into place, and then we'll have green flags, and then the lights will go out. We'll be racing for the final time this season for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Who's it going to be? They're looking mean and ready down there. So green flag has been waved. Here we go. The board goes up. It's almost time for lights out here. Red lights are on. Off they go. Let's have a little look. Can Williams get a good start? He got a bit bogged down in race one. Is that Ian Dowler? He's coming through as well. What a start by Ian Dowler. Can he hold it on the outside line? But it is Simpson. And it's Buckley as well. Is Buckley going to make a move into the inside? No, he doesn't. And Peter Birchall's trying to have a little look down Richards. Ian Dowler as well. But Williams does get the lead this time. He holds on to it as the head down, round through Richards into Wilson. They're going to appear on our screen very shortly, coming around the left-hander Palmer into the middle section of the Snetterton 300 circuit here. Good start again by Mike Williams. It looked like a good start for Ian Dowler. I think just a bit of lack of horses compared to the Class C cars might have just cost him in the end. But Simpson in second, Buckley in third, Birchall's now up to fourth. There is Ian Dowler currently running in fifth. There's Dan Jones, Ian Bolton, Morgan Short, Robinson, Hiley. We've got Tyler, we've got Ross, and we've got Bryant there going through. We've lost a couple of cars, haven't we, from the earlier race. I know Katie Twigger unfortunately couldn't start race one either. A real shame that is, it is motorsport, unfortunately. Everything's okay. I think it's just cars just not quite where it needs to be. It's a shame because she did say it was looking good in qualifying. So we have 13 runners and riders here. Williams, Simpson, Buckley. Birchall's made a great start actually, hasn't he? Started down in 7th, he's jumped up the field. He's now in 4th place. Great start by Peter Birchall in Class C. Ross again leading the way in Class A. Can he make it a pair of wins? He was feeling pretty confident. I did speak to him after race 1 in the Parc Fermé. Now after this race, of course, we've got the Metros coming straight up. And we're going to stay live for that as well. And then after the Metro race, stay with us because we're going to head down to Parc Fermé to catch up with the Metro drivers as well. So don't go far. And there's going to be a presentation straight after as well, so we'll go cover that. Now here they come. Mike Williams leading the way at the end of lap 1. He's got a good lead, hasn't he? But Buckley's made the move. He's into 2nd place now. Buckley has got past Simpson on that lap. We know Buckley's got a lot of pace. Birchall still holding on to 4th. And look at this, Short comes through already. Look how quick Morgan Short's got through the field on that lap. He's up to 5th place from 10th. He's now looking to pick up Peter Birchall on the next lap 2, and Ross. And I think it's that to Tyler going toe-to-toe as well into Riches in Class A. Wonderful stuff. Good stuff indeed as Mike Williams comes round. Richard Buckley and Simpson, 1, 2, 3. That's how it is. There's Birchall, but he's got Morgan Short all over him. Surely it's only a matter of time. He's getting a good run down into Agostini as well as Morgan Short. He might be through next time we see them. Seen Williams go through, he's gone round Agostini, and Short has got past Peter Birchall. So Morgan Short up from 10th place, he's now in 4th. He's a man on a mission and he's hunting Williams, he's hunting Buckley, and he's hunting Simpson down. Through they go there. It's Bryant currently at the back of the field in 13th place, Class A. Exciting stuff. It's always exciting stuff for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. The big question, I suppose, really is, can Morgan Short get that win? He's been very quick all weekend. A bit of an issue in qualifying with timings, though, meant he started this race down in 10th. He got bogged down in race 1 and spun, which ended his chances there. But he's a man on a mission right now. He's already had a win this season at Alton Park earlier this year. Someone's got straight off. Is that Buckley? Buckley's got, he's okay, he's gone off the circuit. Richard Buckley went straight on round Coram and he's rejoined the track. He's completely missing Murray's, but he's lost a gallon of time. That's given Mike Williams a huge lead. It's promoted Simpson up to 2nd place. It's promoted Morgan Short into 3rd as well. So Morgan Short, that's 1 taken care of for him. There goes Peter Birchall. There goes Dan Jones. And Ian Dowd are battling for Class B honours just like they were in race 1. Where is Buckley? Has he gone into the pits, or is he going to go out and around? He went straight on, but he's absolutely fine. He managed to get the car back onto the track, but I think he might have just popped himself into the pits just to check everything's okay. Yeah, he's not coming through. He should have come through by now. So Richard Buckley will make his way into the pits here. Oh, what a shame. He was going so well as well, wasn't he? And there you go. Short is already all over the back of Matthew Simpson. So yeah, so Buckley is in the pits. Richard Buckley from 2nd place, gets a bit hot round Coram, goes off the track and goes straight into the pits. So Williams is the leader. He's also done the fast lap with 2:18.756, but Morgan Short is only 7 seconds behind. That was over the line. But Matthew Simpson will not allow him to get through easily. That is going to be a battle. Can Mike Williams take advantage of Matthew Simpson and Morgan Short dicing for second place here. Peter Birchall going very well in fourth. Look at Dan Jones, Ian Dowler, that's Robinson and Bolton. Oh, they're having a great fight. They always do. Class B is so close, it really is. And the Class A as well, here we go. Look at this. We've got Hiley, Ross, Tyler going toe-to-toe. That's important. That's 1, 2, 3 as it stands in Class A. Bryant running in fourth place in Class A. So Morgan Short still stuck behind Matthew Simpson as they go round Murray's. And here comes your race leader, Mike Williams. What is the gap this time? And look at that, here he goes. Is Morgan Short going to make a dive down into Riches? Surely he's too far back. Yes, he is too far back. He's going to try and do that somewhere else. I think there's Peter Birchall going through. Dan Jones opening up a little bit of a gap in Class B from Robinson, Bolton and Ian Dower. So Williams does have an 8.1 second lead over Simpson, with Short 0.3 of a second behind. So there's literally nothing between those two. Robinson's made a few moves in Class B to get past Bolton. Ian Dowler just dropped back a little bit, and look how close they are. Look how close Simpson and Morgan Short are. And surely Short this time, he's got to run on and down into Agostini. Let's have a look as they're going to come round. And no, it's not. Oh, but oh, look at that again. It's so close, aren't they? But Simpson just shuts the door on him and says, you're going to have to work hard on that, Morgan. And this is allowing Mike Simpson to really just get away with this at the minute. He's running away right now. And through they go. Look at Short. He is all over the back of Simpson, but it'll be like that for a lap and a half now. And it's just allowing Mike Williams to get a bit more of a lead with 11.5 minutes to go. Short's got to get past quickly, hasn't he? Looks like Ross has got past in Class A to lead Class A as well from Hiley and Tyler and Bryant. So that's Class A coming through, the orange and 2 BLR blue cars. There's Mike Williams, your race leader. And there's Simpson, there is Short, and Simpson still holding off Morgan Short. That's second and third, and that is obviously in Class C. That really, really matters. All while this is going on, it's allowing Williams just to extend his lead ever so slightly. 8.5 seconds over the line at that time. Peter Birchall right there. What can they do in Class B? Dan Jones currently leading Class B. He's got Robinson, Bolton, Dowler just behind him. And Class A is lighting up as well. We had Ross in the lead going through Agostini. How is it looking now? I'll tell you very shortly whilst you just watch this battle going on right now. And I can tell you Class A is lighting up as well. Ross is still leading it from Tyler. Now Hiley's dropped back a bit. So all changing Class A. Ross the leader. Tyler now in second. Hiley in third. Bryant in fourth. That's how Class A stands. Class B looks like this. It's Jones, Robinson, Bolton, Dowler, and Class C looks like this. It's Williams, Simpson, Short, Birchall. Buckley, unfortunately, in the pits. I think he might have retired from this race as well. We might see him out again. Still 9.5 minutes of this race left to go. And look at that, Short trying to go around the outside of Simpson, around Oggies. It's, you're not going to get it done there, I'm afraid, but perhaps he's just trying to set himself up for a run down the Bentley Straight, then into Nelson Brundle, the chicane through the bomb hole, then round Coram, Murray's, and back onto the centre straight when they'll appear back on our camera. exciting stuff indeed here. This is fascinating. So how's it going to end? 8.5 minutes to go. It is Williams from Simpson, Short, Birchall, Jones, Robinson, Bolton, Dowler, Ross, Tyler, Hiley, Bryant, Buckley out of the race, unfortunately. And here comes Mike Williams now. He is the race leader. Through he goes in Class C. He's going to pick up the title as well, I think, isn't he? And look, here they go, Simpson and Short. Simpson's doing a great job of holding everything back, although the gap has dropped a little bit. Both Simpson and Short have closed the gap a little bit on Mike Williams. It's now down to 7.8 seconds. And Birchall's still sticking around as well. The Class B boys are there too. It just goes to show how close all of this racing is. It's magnificent stuff, it really is, as they pound around Riches. Mike Williams now coming through Palmer's, the left-hander here, taking them into the midsection of the Snetterton 300 circuit. There is Simpson, Short still. They've been duelling for the last 3 or 4 laps, and it's been an absolute treat to watch, hasn't it? It really has. Class B is still up for grabs. Class A is up for grabs as well, with Ross, Tyler and Hiley all going toe-to-toe. Don't forget, we still have Steve Bryant out on the track as well, trundling around, going nicely indeed in 12th place. Now in race 1, big drama, because Mike Williams, he had a lead, didn't he? But he actually put a few wheels on the dirt, going around Oggy's, and his lead eroded a little bit, just took the win. Still. So we've got 6.5 minutes left to go of the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup season. What a cracker it has been, and what a way to finish. It's quite amazing, once the cars sort of disappear, it's quite amazing what you find, isn't it? If you just bring the camera down, this is Leon, if you just bring the camera down to me, it's amazing what you find just by the track side, isn't it? There's clearly a motorbike windshield here that's just been left, I guess. So if anybody wants it, come down to Snetterton. You might eBay it. I might get 50p for it. Right, here we go. Let's come back to the track action, shall we? And it is Mike Williams there coming over the line, still the race leader with 6 minutes left to go. Here he goes, looking to make it a pair of wins this week. It is so cool, he's so calm, just like that man, Matthew Simpson, and just like the man, Morgan Short. But I imagine they're right at the minute, they're quite fraught with excitement and anticipation. And in the heat of battle, who is going to come out on top? At the minute, Simpson is holding Short back, and he's done it for the last 4 or 5 laps as well. There is Williams, there is Simpson. The clock ticks down to the final 5 minutes of the season. The sun is starting to make its way down as well. Still a lot of daylight there. Yeah, there's no worry about not getting finished today. It's quite incredible how early the sun is setting now, isn't it? There goes Ross through as well in Class A. He's got Tyler behind him. There is Hiley as well. That's 1, 2, 3 in Class A. As it stands at the minute, still Dan Jones leading the way in Class B from Robinson, Bolton and Dowler. Just to remind you as well, of course, Richard Buckley was second in this race. He went off at Coreham, kept the car going, just pulled it straight into the pits. So Class A, very tight indeed, isn't it? As we've got Ross coming through there. He's got Tyler right behind him and Hiley. So still a lot to race for throughout the order, isn't there, really? And I can tell you something as well, the gap is coming down as well. Williams to Simpson, 1-2, 5.9 seconds. However, with 4 minutes left, it's at 2 laps. Whoa. In fact, we'll get 3 laps from now, won't we? So sort of 2.5 laps, really. We can see Williams coming around Coreham now, so he'll finish this lap, and there'll be 1 more. So he's about to start his penultimate lap. There he goes, Mike Williams, 2 laps away from victory here at Snetterton. And another successful season. Oh, what's happened to Short? What has happened to Morgan Short? He's just disappeared back as Short. So it's happened because Peter Birchall's got past him. So Morgan Short must have gone off the track. And that's given Simpson quite a bit of breathing space now. And Birchall's coming under pressure from Short now. Birchall's been promoted up to 3rd. Short's dropped back to 4th. Oh my word, huge drama late in the day here for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. That's pretty much handed Mike Williams the win if he could just keep the car on track. And it should hand 2nd place to Matthew Simpson if he could just keep it on track. Oh, massive drama here as Morgan Short drops down in a tussle for 2nd place. He was battling with Matthew Simpson in race 1 when he went off and had a spin up at Coreham. Two minutes, just over 2 minutes of this season left. And looking at Morgan Short does make light work of Peter Birchall there to get through round Oggies. Is he just too far back now to catch up to Matthew Simpson and have one last go at it? We're going to find out. He's got 1.5 laps to try and get 2nd place. I think Mike Williams, bar an off or a mechanical issue, is pretty much uncatchable now. The gap last time over the line was 7.3 seconds. Dan Jones holding on, just holding on by 2nd from Robinson in Class B, and Ross just holding on to the Class A lead as it stands at the minute. But Class A, very tight indeed, actually. Still to tell you, Ross, Tyler and Hiley, they are separated by 1.5 seconds, all 3 of them. Right, here they come. Mike Williams is going to come over the line. He's going to appear on your screen any second. There he is. He's starting his final lap of the 2021 Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup season. Keep it on track. He'll get the win. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. What a treat this is. Simpson and Short is flying. Can Simpson hold on? It's the last lap of the entire season. It's now or never. Roll the dice. Go for it. Can you make it stick? Someone's kicked up an awful lot of dust. And we've got a red flag. We've got a red flag. And I'm trying to see. It's in Class A. And that does end the race. And Mike Williams will be your race winner. And that's allowed Matthew Simpson to ease away the pressure there. Now I can see it's one of the Class A cars. I think it's on its side, but I'm pleased to say I can see the driver. They're out of the car. They are okay. They will be obviously taken to the medical centre just to double check and find out who it is. I think it's either one of the BLR cars. It's Tyler or Hiley, but they are okay. I can see them. They've just got out of the car. They're absolutely fine. Might be a little bit shaken up. So Ross does get Class A honours. Just like Dan Jones will take Class B race win. So if it's done on countback, it looking like, although, yeah, looking like it's going to be Williams, Simpson, Short, Birchall. That's how it finished in the C class. B class, we'll just get that confirmed because I've got Jones, we've got Bolton actually going up to 2nd place, Robinson in 3rd, Dowler in 4th. Then Class A, we've got Ross, Tyler, Hiley, Bryant. So it looks like Ross has picked up the Class A win. So let's pop TSL up onto the screen for you just so you can see how things have finished here. So a dramatic end to proceedings here. We're just going to leave TSL up on the screen just for a little bit longer. I think we might have a bit of a delay just whilst they get the track clear to make sure everything's okay. Because I did see the driver get out, so the driver's okay.
Cross on its wheels.
So the car's just going to be recovered. They'll take it back, and there will not be a resumption here. It will be into the next race, of course, the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. So the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup is finished in dramatic circumstances, hasn't it? So we'll just leave TSL up on the screen a little bit longer, just so you can see how things finished. Of course, if there's any changes, we will let you know. So just bear with us, we're just going to stay live because we've got the Metro Cup coming up very shortly. Congratulations to Mike Williams. It looks like he's got it done. I'm just going to go down and have a quick word with the marshals. Is driver all right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They took him to the medical centre just for
I did see him get out. Was it just one driver?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw him get out. So.
Yeah,
fine.
they said on the radio that they're just taking him there for a precaution, but he seems to be fine.
Do you know who it was?
I haven't got a clue.
All right.
No.
No worries. Okay. No, thanks for that. That's good.
No, yeah, because it was at 12, wasn't it? I don't know if you can see the number from up there. Can you where you are?
Not really. We're just sort of up there. But yeah, I sort of can see the car. It's on its side.
Oh, right.
So I saw the driver get out,
Yeah.
hop out. So I know. Yeah. Just make sure there wasn't another one or.
Yeah, no, I think it was only that one.
Yeah.
He something happened, he hit the didn't he?
I didn't see it, to be fair. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Thank you. I was just chatting to the marshal. I'm pretty impressed you've still got my sound from here, actually. Yeah, pleased to say it's just one driver. They're absolutely fine. They've been taken to the medical centre for precaution. As I said, I did see them get out of the car. They just hit the barrier. Car went on its side, but they are absolutely fine. So just to let you know, the driver's been taken to the medical centre, but they are okay. If you can get out of a car that's on its side and get out through the door, then I think you're okay. But as is standard procedure, of course, any shunt, you do have to be checked out at the medical centre. So we're just going to leave TSL up just for a little bit longer, just whilst we get ready for the final race of the weekend and the final race of the year as well for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. We believe, if our facts are correct, and Mark Eels actually took the championship in race 1. He had a lead from Dan Willards. Of course, you do have to drop a score as well with the Metro Cup, so we just have to get the mathematics right, don't we? Now, of course, we are going to have a live show coming up as well with your champion, probably some point in the week. So we'll try and catch up with him today, but you should hear from him later on once all the dust is settled from the racing action here this weekend at Snetterton. So we're just going to have a bit of a delay whilst we get that car back to the paddock. So just a delay here whilst we get the car cleared up. There was a red flag, of course, in the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. It's one of the Class A cars. If it's Highly or Tyler, I can tell you they are fine though. They are absolutely fine. They've been taken to medical just for standard procedure. The car was on its side, but I did see the driver get out. So good news is the driver's absolutely fine. So if you are watching and you've got a loved one racing, I can tell you, don't worry, they're okay. Just been down to chat to the marshal. It was just the one car as well, so it hit the barrier and ended up on its side, but they're absolutely fine. Well, whilst we've got a bit of a delay, actually, we can tell you a little bit more about us and what we do. Of course, you may know us as My Supercar. That's our motorsport brand. We have a golf brand called Content Live Golf as well. But we all fall under the umbrella of Live Sport now. Broadcasters of live sport, mainly motorsport and golf, but we do others as well. And we can play you a little video now of exactly what we do here at Live Sport now. So welcome, you join us at a great time now because the Metros have just come out onto the track as you can see. So it is time for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup Race 2. They're just going round behind the safety car now for their green flag lap. And then we will have 20 minutes of Metro action here live for you. It's the final race of the day here at Snetterton. It's the final race of the season for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. And what a season it has been. So don't go anywhere, strap yourself in for this one. It's going to be an absolute blinder, isn't it? Now we can actually show you the results from race 1 a little bit earlier. Mark Eels getting the job done. Closely followed by Tim Shooter, of course. What a cracking race that was. There you go, you can see on your screen that's how race 1 finished. And it was a thoroughly exciting race, I have to say. It always is with the Metros. And Ben Williams getting his second podium in 3 races. Incredible stuff from him. Grid for race 2. It's going to look a little something like this. So let's take that screen down. We've got Mark Eels on pole position, Tim Shooter in second, Ben Williams in third. Then we've got Phil Goodwin, Dan Willis, John Moore, Timothy Davis, Terry Wood, Robbie Kennin, Robert Jessup, Tony Howe, David Javes, Peter Coleman, Andrew Young, Les Tyler, Neil Burnett and Richard Garrett. I actually can tell you though, we've had, I believe there's going to be a couple of gaps actually. Now, if I believe correctly, I did hear that Les Tyler, mechanical issues with the car. He's had to retire it. He's not going to take the start of this race. Same for Richard Garrett as well. Unfortunately, I believe the car is not going to start this race. And the same with Dick Trevette as well. So we've actually lost 3 cars from this morning's qualifying session for this race. So there's going to be no Richard Garrett, there's going to be no Les Tyler, and there's going to be no Dick Trevette in this race either, I'm afraid to say. But it is motorsport, the show must go on. And there's a small matter of the racing action to happen. So the car's just coming up now. Phil Goodwin, Tim Shooter, Tony Howe, Rob Jessup, Pete Coleman, Tim Davies, Andrew Ewins, Dan Willers, Neil Burnett, Terry Wood, John Moore, Ben Williams, Robbie Kennin, David Javes, Mark Eels in this race. Here we go. The season finale here. So they're lining up now. I can see Tim Shooter. Can Mark Eels snatch another win? He's very quick around Snetterton, isn't he? He absolutely flies around here. He loves the place, and it shows. He had a difficult year to start at Brands Hatch, but he's come back with absolute aplomb, and he's taken the title this year. Can he round it out in style and make it another pair of wins here at Snetterton? Or is Tim going to shoot him down? We're going to find out. So the Metros have the honour of rounding out the season for the MG Car Club as well. The motorsport segment, got a lot of Rob Jessup fans up just in front of us in the stands as well. The green flag has been waved by the marshal. 5-second board goes up and it's almost time for lights out. The final time in 2021. I can't believe I'm saying it already, in early September. And off we go for the final time in 2021. The Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Oh, go, go, go. And it's Mark Eels once again taking it. Phil Goodwin got himself up to second place. But can Tim Shooter backing him into riches? No, he backs out of it. Everybody getting through. Yes, they are. That's exactly what we want to see. Great racing once again by everybody in the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. They're through. Safely going round to Wilson now. The hairpin before they appear back on our screen. Coming through the left-hander Palmers here at Snetterton. Leading them into the middle section of the Snetterton 300 circuit. Who's it going to be? It's still Mark Eels. He's got Phil Goodwin though right behind him too. And Tim Shooter there. There's Ben Williams in fourth. Terry Wood in 5th. That's Tim Davies, isn't it, in 6th. There's John Moore, David James. It's like Dan Williams has just dropped back a little bit, hasn't he? Andrew Ewens, Neil Burnett and Pete Coleman probably going to resume their consistent rivalry, which is wonderful to see. It really is. Friendly rivalry, I hasten to add. So here they come now. Mark Eales, championship winner, coming round. Oggies. He's got a bit of a gap. Phil Goodwin there. Just pipped, wasn't he, in race 1. Hill won a podium, finishing 4th. There's Tim Shooter in 3rd. Ben Williams in 4th. It's only his 4th ever race. He's already had 2 podiums in an incredibly short career already. He's got a 66.666666% strike rate. Podium strike rate has Ben Williams. So through they go. It's only a matter of time before they appear back on our screen, coming around Corham. Oh, this is exciting stuff. What a way to round out the year. So here they come now. It's going to be Mark Eales appearing in our screen in the lead here up the centre straight. There he is. And look at this battle. Goodwin, Shooter, Williams all going toe to toe. One of them won't get on the podium. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. There's Tim Davies, Terry Wood, John Moore, Dan Willis coming through, David James, there's Jesson, there's Howe, there's Robbie Kennan coming through, and then we've got Pete Coleman and Neil Burnett as ever locked together with Andrew Ewens just behind them as well, snipping at the heels. Through they go, Riches, the very first corner. Mark Eales about to appear through Palmer's, the left-hander. Here he comes. Through, off goes. Look at this, Ben Williams all over the back of Phil Goodwin. Phil Goodwin, so Tim Shooter's got past, hasn't he? Tim Shooter up into 2nd place. So how's it going to go? Ben Williams was having a good sniff. Does he manage to get past through Agostini? Let's have a look. There is Eales. I've got eyeballs on Eales, and I can see no, it's still as it was. It's Shooter in 2nd, Goodwin in 3rd, Ben Williams in 4th. Tim Davies just behind him with Terry Wood, Dan Willis, David James, Rob Jessup. Tony Howe just behind Rob. And then we've got Robbie Kennan, Pete Coleman, Neil Burnett and Andrew Ewens. That's how they are racing at the minute on lap 2, the final race of the season here. Blistering through Oggies there, that right-hander. And John Moore's going very slow indeed, isn't it? John Moore right at the back. I think he's got an issue with the car. So John Moore going very slowly so he can get it back to the pits. So I think we might have our first retiree from the race. It's still Mark Eales. He's coming around Corham now, and he's got a good, healthy lead as well from Tim Shooter, Phil Goodwin and Ben Williams all over each other. It's wonderful racing. It really is. It could go on all day, and I'd stay super excited about it. Chop change, chop change, chop change. This is motorsport at its very, very best. There is Mark Eales, your race leader. Car number 444. Tim Shooter in 2nd place. Phil Goodwin in 3rd. Ben Williams in 4th. Through they go, down into Riches. Not a lot between them, is there? Still plenty of time, though. 15 minutes of this race still to go. Davis and Willis now starting to make a few moves. He's really catching up to the back of Tim Davis there. There's David James going through and Rob Jessup. Here comes Terry Wood. There's Tony Howe. We've got Robbie Kennan sort of out on his own a little bit here now, coming into Riches. Through he goes. And Burnett's passed ahead of Pete Coleman, and Andrew Ewens just goes quicker and quicker and quicker every single race, doesn't he? Andrew Ewens, he's getting faster and faster. He's going to be a man to watch next year. Look at the way that they come through. They're really powering around Palmer. It's wonderful to see. Powering around Palmer. That's a lovely play on words there. And it's still Shooter, Goodwin and Williams. Now this is going to go the entire distance, isn't it? This battle for second place. Through they go, and Pete Coleman all over the back of Neil Burnett again. It's a battle that rages between them. They're actually very, very good friends as well. Neil Burnett made his debut here at Snetterton last year. And a huge battle going on round Cora, and Ben Williams all over the back of Phil Goodwin. It's going to rage, this one, isn't it? All the while, it's giving Mark Eales a bit of breathing space right out at the front, isn't it? He's looking to pick up his second win here today at Snetterton and end the season on a major, major high. There he is. Last time it was 4 seconds over the line. What is it going to be this time? I would tell you, but my TSL's frozen. But I can tell you, it is still Shooter, Goodwin and Williams top four. It's not even 5 o'clock and it's I can feel the light disappearing. There's Willers, he's got past Davis. So Dan Willers has got past Tim Davies on that last lap. David James in the hunt as well with them. There's Jessup, Terry Wood and Tony Howe coming through now into the very first corner. Riches here. 12 minutes of this race left to go, and the only mover and shaker on that last lap so far was Dan Willers, who's taken Davis to move up into 5th place. And the gap over the line that time between Eales and Shooter, first and second, was 7 seconds. So Eales is just getting away. If anything, it's a great battle between Shooter, Goodwin and Williams, but they're kind of slowing each other down. So 11 minutes of this race left to go. 11 minutes of the season, not just for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup, but for the MG Car Club Motorsport section anyway. What a season it has been. We're looking forward to next year already. Can't believe I'm saying that in September. So Mark Eales, fastest lap of the race so far. Did it last time round as well, a 2:23.641. That's why that gap opened up so much. He might be thinking, mightn't he, whilst they're battling behind me, if I can get a big lead, I could probably take my foot off the gas a little bit in the closing stages of this race. Not that you can ever really do that, can you? Don't want to lose concentration too much. Mark Eales just coming around Murray's final corner now. He's just pounding onto the centre straight. He's going to appear in our shot very quickly, and it looks like Tim Shooter's up now. And I think Ben Williams has got past Phil Goodwin. So it's as you were in race 1, how they finished. It's Mark Eales in the lead, Tim Shooter in second, Williams in third, and Goodwin in 4th. So big drama here. Could Williams making yet another podium in his incredibly short career? There he goes, it's only his 4th race and he's back in 3rd place once again, but he's got some damage. His bonnet is shaking around like you wouldn't believe. He's got a bit of damage on that car. Shares it with his dad, Steve Williams. Ben Williams, a bit of damage to his bonnet. Let's hope that's okay. He doesn't have to come into the pits to do anything with it. Let's hope it stays down. There goes David James through as well. Rob Jessup, a little bit of a gap. These drivers just get a bit of a gap between each other, aren't they? Terry Wood, number 69, coming through. The green machine there. There goes Tony Howe, number 7, all in yellow. Right, there's Shooter. There's Ben Williams in the paintball splattered car. And there's Phil Goodwin. There's Dan Willers. And there's Tim Davies. David James. Exciting stuff indeed. The Tango car. There's Rob Jessup. And there's Terry Wood and Tony Howe. And Neil Burnett and Pete Coleman, they're having a fantastic ding-dong as they always do. And Pete Coleman's just not letting Neil Burnett get away, because Pete Coleman was in front of him, but Burnett managed to find a way through. Well, I'm getting quite emotional because we're starting to get reasonably close to the closing stages of this season. There's still a lot to happen this year for the MG Metro Cup, just because the track action finishes. There's still plenty to do. Prepare for next season, of course. If you do want to get involved, you have a Metro or you want to get involved in the racing, find out a bit more about it, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you through to the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup website. Do give it a click. There's so much information on there. If you can't find what you're looking for, just get in contact with us. You can contact us via the website or on our social media channels. We are on Facebook at Hickford Construction MG Metro Cup, at MG Metro Cup on Twitter, and MG Metro Cup on Instagram as well. You contact us on any of those platforms, we will pick it up. And here we go, look, Tim Shooter and Ben Williams going toe to toe. Do worry about your bonnet there, Ben. It's flapping around. Hopefully it'll be okay. And oh no, Dan Willers. Car sounded not quite right heading into Richards there. Hopefully it's nothing to worry about. Tim Davies going through as well. So far, Tim Shooter is holding Williams back. Williams will be desperate for second place at least, won't he? And you never know, if you get to second, all it requires is a bit of a mistake from Eels. Although Eels is quite unshakable, isn't he? There you go, I've just put commentator's curse on him with just under 7 minutes of this season and race left to go. Burnett and Coleman, it's just such good. It's so nice to see. They have the best time racing against each other like that out on track. That's what motorsport is all about. You don't always have to be at the sharp end, just so long as you're racing. That's what matters. So the clock is ticking. There is Burnett and Coleman having a great time, 59 and 17. Good friends as well. 6 minutes left to go. The clock is running down. It's a good job as well, actually, because there's quite a few clouds behind us that look like they might be holding just a little bit of water over there. Looks like a storm's coming in almost, doesn't it? And I think Pete Coleman got past, yeah, Pete Coleman has got past Neil Burnett, I think, there. Oh, and Robbie Kennan has stopped on track somewhere. Unfortunately, Robbie Kennan's out of the race. It looks like David James has pulled into the pits as well. We saw John Moore going very slowly. He's stopped as well. Now there is Tim Shooter. There is Ben Williams going toe to toe indeed. Here comes Phil Goodwin, just dropping back a little bit now, isn't he? Dan Williams, I thought it might be something with the car, but it's not. He's still going. He's still going through nicely indeed in 5th place. So there's Shooter. There is Williams. That is going to resume right to the finish. 4.5 minutes left to go. Can Ben Williams do something? Is he thinking, right, keep the pressure on, last lap, we're going to go for this one. And there is Neil and Pete Coleman. I tell a lie, Neil Bennett is still in front of Pete Coleman. I think I was getting muddled up actually between Williams and Shooter. I thought I saw a black car in front of a white one, but perhaps I should go to the opticians. So unfortunately from this race we have lost David James, Robbie Kennan and John Moore. But we still have 12 runners and riders out there. It's Eales, Shooter, Williams, Goodwin, Willers, Davis, Jessup, Wood, Howe, Burnett, Coleman and Ewins. That's how they are with just over 3 minutes of the season left to go. There is Mark Eales. Now, by my reckoning, he'll get another lap in after this. So he starts his penultimate lap. So the 2 laps left of the season. And look at it. Look at this now. Ben, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it soon. He makes a huge lunge down into Riches. Oh, and they touch. Oh, and they touch. And he spun. Tim Shooter spun. They're both okay, but I can tell you Ben Williams goes through. But Tim Shooter is off at Riches. Surely that's going to be double waved. Surely. Oh, no, Tim's going to get back on. Tim Shooter back on. Oh, and they touch going into Riches. It was this huge lunge from Ben Williams. A massive, massive lunge. And they touched. And unfortunately, Tim Shooter, well, they're absolutely fine. The cars are okay. They're going to carry on. They've just lost a gallon of time. And it's Phil Goodwin who's really benefited from that one, isn't he? He shot up, and Dan Willers as well. Looks like these two might now end up on the podium. There is Tim Shooter. What's happened to Ben Williams? Has he got too much damage? Has he had to pull over? Tim Davies just going through. There is Rob Jessup. Yeah, and I think Ben Williams has just had to park the car at the side. Terry Wood going through as well. Big drama here. 2 minutes still to go though. It's almost over. Neil Burnett coming through behind me. In fact, less than 2 minutes, isn't it now? My TSL keeps freezing. It's really annoying. 1.5 minutes left to go. There is Tim Shooter, but he's plummeted down the order. One minute left to go. Next time we see Mark Eales, he will be on his final lap of the race. Anything can happen in motorsport, and it does, doesn't it? We've had high drama, and we've seen it once again. So there is Mark Eales, who starts his final lap of the season, and he's dominated this weekend, hasn't he? Had pole position earlier on. He started the race 2 on pole as well. In fact, he's led the entire lot. Even in qualifying, he was the first car out, and he's led every single timing sheet. Mark Eales on his way to make it a double bubble. There's Phil Goodwin and Dan Willers. Can Dan Willers snatch second place right at the end? Or can Phil Goodwin hold on for second place? It all changes. It's a Goodwin now in second, Willers in third. Tim Shooter is still going well in 4th place despite that knock. There is Tim Davies. And Rob Jessup coming through as well. And the clock has dropped down to 0. So as we said, this is the final lap now for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. It's the final lap of the MG Car Club racing season as well. So we got Burnett and Coleman just coming up behind me. It's not long before we see Mark Eales, your champion. We're going to bring the camera back. Looking over Coram and the start-finish line, the centre straight. That's Andrew Ewins. Ben Williams, of course, dropping down the order. Unfortunately, he's now 12th and last of the run. In fact, he has retired from the race, I think, hasn't he? He's parked up at the side of the track. It's a real shame because both drivers are going so well. It's a wonderful battle. There is Mark Eales. He's coming around Coram now. He's going to head down into Murray's. A little tight left-hander. Final corner here at Snetterton. He's not put a wheel wrong, has he, Mark Eales, this entire weekend? He clearly loves this place. Eales gets his wheels in motion once again, takes the championship and takes a pair of wins. And Mark Eales comes over the line and wins both races for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. There he is, arms ablaze. And he gets the job done, arm out the window, fist pumping, and rightly so. Mark Eales is your champion. Congratulations. He's dominated the weekend as well. Great stuff indeed. And it's Phil Goodwin in second place. Dan Willers comes home in third. There is Tim Shooter. I think he's got his hand out his window. I think he's all right. There's Tim Davies as well. Through goes Tim. We're waiting for Rob Jessup. He's come home sixth. That's a very good performance from Rob Jessup. Don't forget, this is his debut season as well. Very good performance from him. Yeah, he's giving me the old the rock sign. That's it. Woohoo! Here comes Terry Wood as well, finishing 7th place. Gonna have Tony Howe now. There he is in yellow. And Neil Burnett and Coleman, Pete Coleman, having a good tussle. In fact, they're still racing. And Pete Coleman's going to make a late move down into Murray's. There's not a lot between them. Let's keep our eyes on this one, because this one could go right down to the wire. Here they come. Is it going to be Burnett or Coleman? Oh, no, they're not quite side by side. I think it was a bit of an image, but it is Neil Burnett there. He gets just finishes ahead of Pete Coleman there. There you go. And we're just waiting for Andrew Ewins to come down as well to round out and finish in 11th place. Good performance from Andrew Ewins. He just gets quicker and quicker and quicker. We're going to head down now to Parc Ferme. If they're going there, there is going to be the presentation immediately. So we're going to go down, see if we can see that straight away. There comes Andrew Ewins as well. So let's pop TSL up onto the screen just whilst we walk our way through. High drama here for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. And you can just see, actually, just pop TSL down quickly. It's got Ben Williams just coming alongside. Thought he might give me a lift. He's not going to give us a lift. We're going to have to walk. Yeah, just high drama there, wasn't it? It's going for a move on Tim Shooter into Richards. Both drivers really going for it, weren't they? Unfortunately, just a little bit, just a little love kiss, shall we say? Let's pop TSL back up onto the screen. And we're going to make our way down now to Parc Ferme, or down to, I'm just trying to see, can I see any of the cars? If not, we're going to head down to the podium where they're going to do the presentation now. I did get a text actually, so that rounds out the action. That's the racing action done from Snetterton here now. It's finished. It doesn't look like, looks like they've shut the shutters at Parc Ferme as well, so it doesn't look like they're particularly fussed about that. But I think we're going to have the presentations very, very shortly. And I'm just going to find out if I can see where. I'm very fortunately in a Metro Cup group. And I think the welcome centre is actually the upstairs media centre bit, so we're going to head our way over there. There you go, Sup. So you can pop the TSL down actually. We're going to make our way, see a little bit behind the scenes of what really goes on. Actually, yeah, let's pop TSL down. We'll just show you, it was Steve Hiley's car, as you can see, that ended up on the side. As I said before, he is okay. Just let you know, he is absolutely fine. But that's some of the damage. It is motorsport, it does happen. You can't hide it, you can't pretend it doesn't happen, it does. But the important thing is the drivers are okay. Now my understanding is the presentation is going to happen pretty much straight away here for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup, and I believe it might be upstairs. What we'll do anyway is we'll take you for a little walk, head up there and let you have a little look behind the scenes at some of the stuff here for the Metro Cup. I don't know if we're supposed to film up there, but we'll do it anyway. It doesn't usually stop us being told not to do things. And yeah, I think it is. I can see quite a lot of people going in, so we're going to tuck ourselves up there and see if we can watch this presentation live. So do stay with us. If you're watching for the Metros, don't go anywhere. The screen might go a bit dark as we walk up the stairs. Oh, I think that's walking on somebody else's presentation.
And, you know, obviously I've missed being able to stand this close to Dan. Of all of the things that I've missed
got the
during
MG Cup
COVID-19,
one now.
standing this close to Dan has been the thing I've really missed, I have to say. How's it up there today?
Good.
And in the race?
I think there's a bit of me that thought, I've got this in the race until your next customer come through, Ian. He turned it on, and yeah, good drive. Yeah, car's clean. Not tiny race for me. It was okay. I should have gone a bit faster. Maybe carried on pushing, but that's good. It's good.
Well, there's always next time. Well done, Dan. Thank you very much. And winner of Class B, Ian Bolton.
All right. You all right? What happened?
And yeah, just to highlight, the gap between you and Dan in that first race was 0.391 of a second. So, you know, that was pretty close.
Well, when I finished putting the car back together after the last time I oopsied it, me and Dan came over and did a track day. How many laps do you think we did before we got told off for racing? One. One lap. So we'd exchanged notes. We were always going to be close. But I didn't think I'd get anything out of the race. So I came out, I mean, I was absolutely almost sick before in the assembly. I was so nervous. And you wouldn't believe it, I really was. I felt absolutely awful. And I thought, oh, God. You know, and I got an amazing start. And then I let this Class C car pass me. And it just slowed out the corner. I was like, oh, come on, Peter. And then when we passed me up the straight, I was like, oh, bloody hell, here we go. So I had to fight back again. But it was great. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't believe I got the win.
Well, it clearly was great, and you clearly were having some great battles, because as you know, the commentators choose a driver of the race for every race you have. Driver of the race.
For the Cherished Insurance MG Cup, Ian Bolton, driver of the race.
He just said, well, you say it yourself.
I love these, absolutely. These mean more to me than these two. Absolutely love it.
Well done, thank you very much indeed. Very unpopular as well, I noticed in the room. Nobody wants you to have that. Yeah. Okay, moving to your top three then, and in third place, Matt Simpson. And again, strong battle.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember it at all though. Like Carl, that second race was so mental that I can't remember the first one. I remember getting into second on the start and then getting relegated and then getting back up and then back down. So it was a bit mental for the first 2 or 3 laps. And then of course just holding station really because I couldn't catch Rich. But it was a brilliant race, hard work.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it though.
Yeah, oh, it was fantastic. Well, it's always brilliant. What else will you do with your clothes on?
I go away now. Thank you very much indeed. And in second place, Richard Buckley. So yes, a strong second place in that first race. I'm going to mention the second race as well because I think actually you visited most parts of the county during that second race.
I nearly went to Thetford. I was quite lucky I didn't end up in Thetford. If it had been wet, I would end up there. Yeah.
But in the first race?
Our first race, epic. Made a normal rubbish start. Matt got in front of me. Morgan was in front of me. Mike was there. Obviously, he'd gone. So I was following Matt and Morgan and thought, I'm just going to wait till they hit each other. 1 lap. That's all I had to wait, and they hit each other. So happy day. So made my exit, and then I just basically watched in the mirror, watching them tussle. And but the only trouble is, by then Mike had just gone too far, and I couldn't catch him. Obviously, we held each other up, and he just had that.
Once he goes, he's got long legs, and
that's the trouble. He just got that bit, and you know what it's like. You just can't get that bit. So yeah, so just managed to gap to Matt really, and then hopefully he wouldn't catch me. He didn't. So
well done on that one. Thanks very much indeed. And your race winner, Mike Williams. And I know you just love going around the track over and over and over again, but it was a bit lonely towards the end.
Well, going out today was all about how I do in the championship, and I had to go as quick as I can, try and get fastest lap, and obviously try and win the race, but qualifying didn't go to plan, and Morgan was in front of me, so you know, it was a case of, I'm going to have to do the best I can here, but I saw his wheels spinning on the line, and this was the second best start I'd ever made in a car, I think. More of that later. Can't talk about the second race yet.
We'll do that at the awards ceremony.
Okay, so second best start I've ever made, Mark. And it was a case of, well, I needed fastest lap, and I noticed Morgan kept flashing up on the TSL screen. I got that he was getting fastest lap and that he was going or wherever. Now to get it back or whatever. So it might have been lonely, but I floored that car for every single lap of the first race, despite being clear of the melee that happened behind me, where obviously the guys got caught up in their own race and left me to it. So the race win in my mind wasn't enough. I needed the fastest lap, so I ended up nearly stacking it 1 lap from the end, and then taking a grass excursion. So it was more fun than you'd have imagined, to be fair.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Well done, Mike. Speak to you in a minute. Cheers. Okay, so fast forward a little bit to the second race of the day, and again in Class A, third place, Stephen Bryant. Oh, I don't think he's here. No, Steve? No, he didn't get a memo. Okay, we'll make a note of that and hold on to it for him, and we'll let him have that later on. Second place in Class A then, he's already been mentioned, Steve Tyler. So I think the phrase is something like, drove it like you stole it.
Yeah, although it was my car this time, so I didn't steal it. Jago did a good job in the first race of keeping it in one piece, which is good. And I had a really good start actually. I got ahead of all my other Class A guys. And Stephen had a dive, and he was off. And he sort of started setting up the pace. I've got Aaron behind me, all in my mirrors. He was there and he disappeared. So we went down the straight. I've done this before. I've waved him past because I'm not going to catch Stephen. I'm just holding him up. Go and get him and see what you can do. So it was a lap, I think, and he's all over Stephen. Dives down the inside, catches Stephen unawares, and I dive down with him. And that was it. So it's me and Aaron having a mega race. And unfortunately, it ended the way it did because the three of us really close for the whole race. And until that incident, no issues at all. Yeah, apart from that, it's good.
And that's what Class A racing should be all about, actually.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a nice, fun way to come in with no issues. They're reliable cars. If I build them, they're reliable cars, and yeah, we've all had good fun. Like I say, it's a shame it ended the way it did, but that's it. But I also want to thank everyone for all the organisation, everyone that turns up to race, because I know it's really hard to get to every single meeting. People like Ian that come along and interview and get us all advertising and everything we can. So I was just going to say it's been a good year considering what we had last year. It's been good. Just need to get numbers up. I'm trying. I'm getting more cars, so we'll try. I'll give you an extra car now.
Well done, Steve. Thank you very much indeed. And winner of Class A, Aaron Ross. And you may not have had a chance to see the results yet, but actually he was just 0.778 of a second behind you.
Ooh. It was a bit close. It was a really good race. Really good race. And so I give him a head start to start with because I cocked up my gear change. So they both got past me on the start. So just to give them a little bit of a, starting. And then, yeah, tracked him down. Couldn't really get past Steve. He sort of knows exactly where to put the car when the car needs to be. And then he's sort of let me pass, which I wasn't too keen on. I don't like people just letting me pass. And then we had quite a good lunge on Stephen, and just about got past. And then then they both didn't leave me alone for the rest of the race, and it was really good. And so one thing I've got to say, thank you Steve for all the hard work that he does on all the race cars that he looks after. Obviously the orange one was silver at some stage, and Steve's done all the work to get it to where it is now, and it's looking great. So next year, hopefully, all being well, sponsorship and everything, we'll be doing a full season, but maybe in Class B.
Okay, well we welcome seeing you for the full season for sure. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Moving on to Class B, and in a break for tradition, I'd like to call up the man that came fourth in both races, Ian Dowler. Now, there isn't normally an award for fourth in both races, Ian, but we have got something for you that young man there might like to give you. And the reason that we have a hat for Mr. Dowler, I'm led to believe there might be something coming up fairly soon.
Apparently so.
Yeah, well,
I'm led to believe.
What might that be?
Just a small birthday.
And when is this day?
26th of September.
26th of September, and Mr. Dowler's going to be 21 again, I believe?
Yes, most definitely. Wish it was 18, but no, it's 21 this time.
Yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. I won't embarrass him about talking yet. I could go on for 50 minutes, probably, 50 hours, probably 50 years about how he's been such a staunch supporter of the Cup and everything else. But what I'd actually like to do is get you all to sing to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we please start a bit of a song for Mr. Dowler? Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And all I can say is blame the missus.
Yeah, I always do. Thanks for that, love. You're a star. You can hide behind Peter, actually. Thank you, everyone. Great season. Obviously, missing Silverstone has cost me dearly. Seems like I bottled it today. Things didn't go to plan. So, looks like we will be trying to take the championship again next year.
Well, we look forward to seeing you try. Well done, Ian. Thank you very much, Ian. Happy birthday. Okay, moving on to Class B, third place, Ian Bolton. Hello again, and an even closer race.
Yeah, I mean, this was completely different, wasn't it? I got a reasonable start, and then some other blooming Class C car come in front of me in the first corner and went slowly. And I saw next corner Dan Jones, and I thought, go on in, Dan, I know you need a win. Go on, off you go. Next corner, I cocked up my gear change. Carlos Fandango straight past me. We're now in fourth. Great. Then I saw poor old Ian, his car clearly had a problem because he was going, well, really slowly, really suddenly. I thought, oh, that was bad. I thought, right, okay. So I thought, I'll get Carlos. No worries, he's a rookie in this class. I'll get Carlos. You know. A couple of laps would do it. I was sitting behind him, he's really fast on the fast bits. And I thought, I'm never going to get past him. Anyway, I did a plan and thought, okay. And it took me 3 laps to actually get him and get past him. I got past the finish, and I thought, yeah, okay, one last lap. Can I catch Dan Jones? And I don't want to catch Dan Jones because he'd cry if I go past him. And then red flagged it, so I was back to third. But he deserved the second place. He drove bloody hard and really fast, so well done.
Nice to be said. Well done. Thank you very much, Ian. So, a deserved second place then for Carl Robinson. And I think from what we just heard, some staunch defending.
Yeah, reiterate some of the stuff that Ian said. So I was on the inside start with Morgan on the outside. I thought, he's going to sod off. I just got to concentrate on the other Class B cars in front. But yeah, first time round to the Montreal hairpin, felt like it was a 35 car grid. Looking in the rearview mirror, it's just all Class A. And then, yeah, just concentrated on the cars in front of me. So yeah, Ian dropped a gear. Got a bit closer to him, and then I got him, and then yeah, it was all defence from then on. Gap to Dan was about second and a half all the way through. So yeah, it was the hardest work I've ever had in racing.
But a big smile on your face.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, wicked.
That's amazing. Well done, Carl. Thank you very much indeed. Let's see now here, class winner, Dan Jones. Now that's a nice way to end the season, Mr. Jones.
Yes, yeah, no, we got there in the end. Yeah, it took a bit of going, and we got there in the end. I felt like I had a good of a gap. Carl was busy with Ian, but I had a little plan. You're probably showing Dick on photos. Ian had one of my wheels on his car, so I found my slowest wheel, put it on Ian's car, just to make sure he wasn't coming back. It's lucky for me it's worked out.
I like a bit of skullduggery, that's good. Very well done indeed, Dastardly. Thank you very much. And then we move to your top 3. In third place, Peter Birchill. And you know, I know you all work hard on your cars, and then I know you're all here supporting the Cup. But I have to tell you, this man's on the phone to me and emailed to me on a regular basis, and I know how much he puts into this. So to take a third home at the end of the season, you're pleased with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, this season's been great. Class C's been really competitive. The boys at the front have got some really good pace. Have to take my hat off to Morgan. He was pushing hard and made a little error. And yeah, so I'll take advantage of that. So thank you, Morgan, it's appreciated. And also for the line as well, because that really helped. But again, none of us get to go racing unless we all turn up, so it's really important. I'd like to thank the car club, I'd like to thank everybody here for making the effort. We had a bit of a laugh last night with somebody's birthday party and stupid balloon games. I needed oxygen at the end of it, and somebody had some Jägermeister, which is always fatal, but that's always good. But let's have a really good do at the end of the season. Registrations will open shortly as well. We're going to do discounted registrations for all the drivers from this year, help you all a little bit financially, and yeah, let's plan a really good season. So thank you all.
Well done, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. And in second place, Matt Simpson.
Hey.
So you did say you didn't remember much of the first race, so I'm hoping I'm going to get a really good commentary on the second one.
I'll try my hardest. Well, it was all about making sure that Mike got to the line without any trouble. We sort of teamed up at the beginning of the year to put his engine in to get him out racing, and then didn't do me any favours, did he? No, it was bloody hard work because Morgan is quick, but I realised after racing Rich so many times that I needed to back him into the slow corners and get a better drive out and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then he went off at the hairpin. I was brilliant, bit of breathing space, and then he sort of caught back up and made a red flag. Brilliant.
I never like to see a red flag normally, but he's very pleased about it.
Unfortunately, Rich's car broke, so he handed me second in class.
Well done. Thanks very much indeed. And another win then for Mike Williams. So a little bit closer in that second one, and fastest lap again.
Yeah, fastest lap again, I know. Yeah, I got a great start. Best one I've ever done, Mark. No, obviously Matt and I chatted beforehand, and Matt was going to make sure that he made it easier for me, and thanks to Matt, a really big thank you to him, because he really did make it a lot easier for me today. But I got a blinding start, because the last thing we wanted to do was go into the corner together and try and hold each other up. So luckily I got away that blinding start I told you about, Mark, and it was clear sailing from there. I just kept going for the fastest lap and then tailing off a bit, and then I don't know, I just moseyed round, and that was the boring race, not like the first one. Not like the first one. The pressure was off in the second race because obviously Ian had some issues in this race. He'd also lost some points in the first race, which put me slightly ahead of him in the points. So if I knew I could stay at the front even without the fastest lap, then I know I'd get the championship. So I just poodled around in some respects, but whilst keeping well ahead of the leaders behind me again.
Fantastic. Stay there, because I've got something else to say yet. But big congratulations to Mike for the race win. So bearing in mind that he said he helped you, and bearing in mind that you said he helped you, who might you like to be driver of the race?
Definitely Matt.
Matt Simpson. Let's have Mike presenting the trophy to Matt, I think. It seems somewhat appropriate. Obviously it's the commentator that chooses to drive the race, and there was a great race there, but I think that's a fitting end to the season. The men in blue. Well done, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Another cracking season. I'm already looking forward to 2022, seeing you all, but we'll see you at the end of year awards ceremony. Looking forward to that. Have a safe journey home. Those of you that have been lucky enough to win the nice glass awards, Kirsty and Scott have got some nice boxes for you to put them into, so see them and you can put the trophies in boxes. Safe journey, see you all again soon. Thanks very much.
Hey there, Paul, you alright?
Yes, thanks, yeah. Loads of positive feedback.
Good, good. Glad you enjoyed it. It's been a good season, hasn't it?
I haven't seen it.
See you, Richard. Take care, mate. It's good to see you.
So I think the figures will be higher.
Yeah.
The word's gone out.
Good.
So we should be on for next season.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. I think we're just going to stick around a little bit longer. That was the MG Cup. We've just got 3 awards to do for the Metro Cup. If it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen in the next 5 minutes, we're going to break the broadcast off. But I think it is almost time now for the Metro Cup to get underway. Ah, Mikey boy. Well done, buddy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Congratulations. Championship winner. Look at that.
Thank you, mate. That's just for today's race.
Yeah, that's
I'll
not
get
the main
championship
one.
thing at the awards presentation.
What is it? A massive trophy.
Massive. this?
You asked.
That's all right. I'm happy with that. Everyone Wednesday, don't they? That's quite heavy, actually, isn't it?
It's all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
You could do some damage with that, couldn't you?
It's better than some of the trophies. Not sure about the shape.
Whoa. You can talk. You walk around with that.
Hang on, it's not 9 o'clock yet. You had a great weekend though, right, mate?
Yeah, I have had a good weekend. It's been fantastic. I just did everything that I could possibly do, which was the fastest lap, one of the poles. I mean, I could have got 2 poles, but I got one of the poles and obviously winning the race. Still wouldn't have been enough if things hadn't have gone my way with Ian, though.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for him, he had a few issues. He dropped some points in the first race. It was in my hands in the second race, which I didn't think I'd be in that position this weekend. So it was kind of a weird one, the second race. I don't think I've been so apprehensive about a race. Do you know what I mean?
I've never seen
I'm
you.
never nervous.
I've never seen you get shaky
I'm
about anything.
Not nervous, but apprehensive. I was just thinking, all the things were going through my head. Did I put the petrol in the car?
Yeah.
Did I change the wheels? Did I tighten the nuts up? And, you know, all the little stupid things like that. Because I know I can go around there and I'll finish in that respect, but what if the wheel falls off? Or I run out of petrol, a lap from the end? It's weird, isn't it?
It's not just you. I was in the BCV8s yesterday.
Never been like that before,
interviewing drivers. And one of them said, I could do us a favour, just check my bonnet pins are down. I was like, okay. I probably opened them up.
Because someone had them lifted up, didn't they, today?
Yeah.
So, of course, I always check that before I go
Yeah.
anywhere near assembly area. So I'm in an assembly area, and Emma says, oh, someone's bonnet pin's flipped up. Make sure yours are down. And I'm 100% mine are done. But I get out and have a look anyway. It just throws you off.
I want to say a big thank you. Last night was great, by the way. And thank you to you, Matt, and Peter,
you,
and
mate.
Emma for.
You've made
Well, you
the season
hosted it.
with us as well.
You hosted it. You put everybody up. So thank you very much for that. Let's let me use your fridge as well. I appreciate it too.
There's nothing like a cold beer, is there?
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
All right,
Congratulations. Right, we are thinking. It might be time for the Metro Cup. Let's just have a little look. You can see all the drivers up there as well, can't you? That was the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup Awards. I think we're just waiting to do the Metro Cup ones now. If it's not going to happen very shortly, we will. I just wanted to talk to this young man over here, actually. Mark. Let's go. Oh, Emma's here now as well. Mark. Need to have a word, mate. Well, I don't know what to say, buddy. I said to you yesterday, didn't you, actually? I probably put the jitters on you a little bit. There's a bit of pressure coming in, wasn't there? But you dealt with it all right?
Yeah. I mean, it was good, yeah. Obviously, race 1, well, qualifying. Done what I had to do, sort of thing. Wanted to sort of be out front.
Do you know, you've led everything this week. Even in qualifying, actually, the first car out.
Yeah,
Was that just one
yeah,
of
it
you
was,
over the
yeah.
top,
I just like to
weekend?
drive around on my own. Do you know what I mean? I just like to drive around on my own, and then I do sort of my thing, and don't want to get involved with anyone else and all that. So,
Yeah. That feels good, though,
it was
right?
good. Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Job that you can relax now. You go out there and enjoy it, and
Yeah,
we're back.
drive home tonight, but yeah.
There you go.
All right.
You've got to stick around. You've got to get your trophy. You've got to do the important bit now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to. Hello, mate. You all right? Going to sit down. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here for the Metro Cup Award, if you want to come down to the front of the room, and we will make a start on that shortly.
Well, he's on commission. If I'll start racing again, he's got commission.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been working on it the whole time.
He's making money out of me.
Good job.
Yeah. I have to give it back to him.
Right, let's... No, good.
Fucking blur car again.
No. Oh.
You can come a bit further forward, ladies and gentlemen. I know you can hear me better now that we're back indoors, but you can come a bit further. I don't bite. I can't swear for Emma, but I don't bite. So come further forward. Yeah. That's why I said I can't swear for you. So.
Happens, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's something else wrong. There's got to be something more.
So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. welcome back to the Welcome Centre. It's really good to be back, I have to say. Emma's just said it feels a bit alien, but actually it's really good to be back where we haven't been able to be for a couple of years, and that's back indoors and doing the presentations properly. So it's time to get underway. The presentations for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. And ladies and gentlemen, you just won the prize for being the first championship this weekend that managed to cheer the first time I announced their championship. So well done, Emma's got you well trained. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, without further ado, we'll go back to the first race. And in 6th place, John Moore. So, without wanting to put words into your mouth, after a 9th place finish last time out, I'm thinking well chuffed.
Yeah, I was, yeah, and then until I come in and realised I'd been a bit naughty on Terry, but yeah, I just didn't see it, so I apologise, Terry, officially. But yeah, I had a cracking start, 8th to 4th by the first corner, so I was loving it, yeah, I had a really good race.
And you've been here at Snetterton before, is it your first time?
No, I've been here the last 4 years, I think. So, yeah, I love the track, it's my favourite track. It's got it.
Obviously he's done you well today, so congratulations. Well done, John. Thank you very much indeed. And in 5th place, Dan Willers. So, ladies and gentlemen, Metro Racing's not that close, is it? Let's just have a look here. Dan, you were 0.183 of a second behind. So that's just over 1/10 of a second.
I was actually ducking behind the wheel as we went across the line because I missed my gear coming out the last corner. I was just doing everything I could to catch it. But yeah, very close.
So talk us through that first race and some of the overtakes and potential overtakes.
Got an alright start for once, but then messed it up completely into the first corner, lost 4 or 5 places, and then, as usual, make it difficult for myself and try and come back through. But yeah, it's going better. Not always my favourite place, but going better and better.
It's a long lap, isn't it, around here? Yeah, but well done, Dan. Thank you very much indeed. And that man that was just a fraction of a second ahead of him, Phil Goodwin. That was mighty close, Phil.
Hard work, very hard work. I could see him in the mirror. But I got a good start, which helped. I couldn't believe John had come, I think, about 8th to 4th was right in the mirror from the start. So, and then I was in free space most of the race, and then I could just see that this red blob catching me. Thinking, just try and keep it. There's another race to go, so just try and hold it. And I came out Murray's. I think I went 2nd to 5th, and I thought he'd got me, and I managed just to pick up, and I think he must have missed a gear as well. So yeah, very close. Another lap, it would have been his, but yeah, fantastic race. So thank you.
Good to see you smile. Well done. And in 3rd place, Ben Williams. And another massive gap of 0.202 of a second, so very, very close indeed.
It was, yeah. I mean, bad start, again, my Achilles heel, but there we are. And then just tried to get crack on with it. And almost had Tim on the line, but it's one of them things. Just need to be quicker next time.
Well, I might have some good news for you. The bad start might not have been an entirely bad thing, because the thing about a bad start is you then have to fight back. And when the commentators are choosing their driver of the race, you've got a chance. Driver of the race.
I feel like this may be slightly hollow after race 2, but yeah, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Well done. Thank you, Ben. And in 2nd place, Tim Shooter. So nearly he was one more than 2nd.
Well, yeah, very much so. He was on me all the time, really. Last lap, just managed to hold him up into the last corner and just out-dragged him to the line. And that was that.
I love the phrase, out-dragging him to the line in a Metro. I just think that's great.
Yeah, well, he was there pushing me along, hopefully.
Well, it's made you smile, so well done. Thank you very much indeed. And the man that's making a bit of a habit of it at the moment, the winner of the race, Mark Eels. And sadly I didn't see much of the race, but I don't think you had it all your own way.
It went pretty well. Started from pole, yeah. Obviously, I spent a lot of time working on the car the day before we come, so it was a matter of seeing how qualifying went, and luckily, obviously, it went well. And then I thought, well, the best way to stay out of trouble was to try and lead the race. So yeah, I could see Tim behind, and he wasn't, slacking. So luckily, it just sort of kept that gap, and that was that. So yeah, very, very happy, obviously. So.
And that's the way to do it. Well done, Mark. Thank you very much, Steve. So I'm not sure whether it's an honour, but you're the last race of the MG Car Club season, and here we are to celebrate that last race. And in 6th place, Rob Jessup. And very unpopular that is too, Rob. I mean, I can only apologise for the reception there. It's just terrible. So you enjoy your race?
Yeah, loved it. Fantastic. I think I was gifted the place. There was a few mishaps, but yeah, pleased with that.
You have to take those when you can, Rob, at the end of the day. So if other people are having issues, you just move in.
Yeah, managed to finish. Made good ground on lap times throughout the day, so yeah, done well. Pleased.
Plans for 22?
Go faster.
Good plan. Like it. Thank you very much indeed. And in 5th position, Tim Davis. So, nice second race there. Nice way to end the season.
Well, yeah, it is really. I managed to finish both races. Without putting too much of a point on it, that's good.
It's always good to finish both races, Tim,
Yeah.
so, and to take a trophy home as well.
Yeah, I got out into open space and I was on my own there. The first race, proper race, there's a big group of us, that was really good. This one just went the other way, managed to get a good start, left a few behind, left a few in front, and that was me all the way around, so happy to do it.
As long as you've enjoyed the day, that's the main thing. So well done. Thank you very much indeed. And in 4th place, Tim Shooter. So, yeah, a slightly different race the second time round.
Yeah, first half went okay. A little bit of an incident at the first corner, and managed to get going again and finish 4th. So not terrible.
That's quite a battle back.
Well, these things happen.
It's a long lap here, so actually once you've fallen behind like that, they do seem to sort of disappear away from you a bit.
They do very quickly, yeah, for sure. Couldn't catch them, but managed to just finish 4th, so all well's that ends well.
Happy days, as they say. Well done, Tim. Thank you very much indeed. And in 3rd place, Dan Willers. Even better result, and just less than a second behind Phil again.
Yeah, doing everything I could to catch him again. I had a few issues with the car, so I knew I was going to struggle. And alternator belt had gone again, so I knew I was running on battery with about 3 laps to go, because my rev count was saying 8,500 and I wasn't doing 8,500. So then I thought, I can catch him with another lap, but it's not going to do another lap, and I broke down coming on the way in, so fair enough. I'm happy to finish 3rd and catch him up, so that was good.
Well, that's good. You have to work on those starts. I think a few people are going to work on those starts over the close season.
Yeah, we'll take it up and down the road, but yeah, made quite a few places back after messing up a bit at the start, so that was good.
Well, that's always good fun as well in these, so well done. Thank you very much indeed. And in 2nd place, Phil Goodwin. And again, clearly a very unpopular result that, Phil. You know, there's a lot of feeling in the room, I think.
I'm trying not to grin ear to ear, to be honest. So, what a race. Good start. Phenomenal start. Really lucky. I think I got into 2nd. I saw the whole side of Mark went sideways at one point in front of me. So that was fun. I was like, yeah, just move out of my way, let me get into first place, just for a little bit, please. But Ben, phenomenal drive by Ben, both races. Congratulations to Ben, but yeah, he flew past. And then I didn't see what happened, but I realised I was in second, and I was on a little party until Dan was hot on my tails. I thought I could just nurse it to the end. It's so close, such a battle. Round Curram on that last bend, on the last lap. I was thinking, yeah, checkered flag, no checkered flag, another lap, and I was thinking, just don't lose it, just try and keep it. And again, close, but fantastic. Yeah, great weekend this weekend. The highs and lows of racing, so finish on a high. So thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you very much indeed. And the winner of the race, Mark Eels. So, double win last time out, double winning this time out. Good work.
Yeah, it went well. Obviously, I had a great qualifying, as I said. Race 1, lap times were a little bit down, but I think it was more in my head, just wanted to keep it on circuit, not break the car, because I say I'd done a lot of work before we got here. So, race 2, I just gave it me all and thought, sort of just to prove to myself that, it wasn't a one-off in qualifying, I could sort of do it again. So I just went for it, and I think it's about 15 minutes in, I just thought it's too hot, and I just eased off. I think actually I could see Tim and Ben sort of disappeared, so there was no one really behind me at all. So I thought just ease off and bring it home then. So it's good.
Well, 4 wins in a row is pretty good. It's hard for me to top that much more, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Driver of the race. And I think what's really nice about these, I don't have any influence over them. The commentators choose these, and they've chosen you on this occasion, Mark. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers. You're very welcome. Well done. And that brings another season of MG Metro Cup racing to an end. What an amazing season. We managed to get 5 races in. I know you went elsewhere as well and had another race. And I've got to say a huge thank you to all of you for turning up to race this weekend. It's really interesting looking at the grids actually over the course of the weekend. And you guys at one point nearly got to 20 cars. And it was fantastic. And what was particularly impressive about that is I know how many registered drivers the Cup has got. So compared to all of the other championships where they have reasonably good grids, but they also have a lot of people registered, you guys, you've basically got 100% of your drivers out here, and that is some achievement from all of you and from the people that run the championship. So a huge congratulations from me, and I'm really looking forward to next year and seeing what you can bring out for us next year. So congratulations to all of you. On that note, I'm going to say thank you very much indeed. Have a safe journey home. See you next year. Bye now. Right, one last thing. Those of you who've been lucky enough to win the glass awards, there are some boxes for them. Kirsty's got them back there for you, so see Kirsty, she'll give you your boxes. And we'll also see you at the end of the year awards. I'm afraid you've got to put up with me there. Thanks very much. Bye now.
Emma, we are live. Don't swear.
I won't.
Be emotional, that's it now. Season's done.
I hate the last race of the season because I know that's it then, and then it's all over. I'm not going to cry,
I might.
but I don't. It's okay. But I just know it's such a long time before we start all over again in March. Guys, do well. I just find it such a long time, but there's a lot to do in between now and first race. We're hoping to find out soon what the calendar looks like for next year, so that'll be good, and then we can start making plans.
Fantastic.
We've got a lot of some new drivers coming on board.
Yep.
So grid should be looking good for next
year.
At
the end of
year.
season.
Shindig. We'll call it.
Yeah. With lots of bottled water and Diet Coke and other soft drinks are available.
Yeah. And some games with some balloons, I believe.
Yeah, I tell you, Emma can blow. She can blow up a balloon. She really can.
Yeah, I'm right.
All right, I'll let you go anyway. Thanks. That does round out the action. Thanks for sticking with us through that. It's fantastic stuff. It was great to see the presentations as well. The Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup and Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup seasons are over. However, for the Metros, we still have a lot to bring you on social media over the next few months. Really hope you enjoyed it today. It's been an absolute blast. I've been your host, Ian Wardhouse, and until next time.